Okay, I'm live, I guess. Okay, let's see if we can do this. All right. So, not playing any intro music, but whatever. I'll figure that out. I can't use Streamlabs anymore. It won't fucking work. It just won't. I troubleshot the hell out of it. I don't know what else to do. Um, I know this is a shitty old potato laptop, but it literally works fine for everything else. And as soon as I try to run Streamlabs, it just shits the bed. Um, I guess I don't need Streamlabs. It just sucks. I can't, right now at least, I don't have memes. I can't play intro music. None of that shit. But oh well, who cares? Fucking cares. Oh, I am still using streamlabs.com/the for super chats. If you would be so inclined to send super chats, that would be fucking awesome. And I will check them periodically. Oh, sorry. Sorry, folks. Let's see. There we go. Now we're front and center, I guess. My awesome avatar. Because I'm not going to put my ugly mug on camera. How we sound? How's the audio, by the way, chat? Because that's all we got. Well, all we got is audio. We're not doing any screen share. We're not doing any of that yet. I haven't figured it out yet. But I can't do Streamlabs anymore. I fucking can't. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to, first of all, what I can do, I believe, we can post comments on the screen. I think there you go. Check that out. That's cool. I guess that's awesome. Ninja Master, good to see you. Good to see you. Fantastic. All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get myself checked over to Streamlabs here. Because if one of you wants to send me money, I certainly don't want to snub you and not read your fucking thing. So, let's see. I know, riveting content, isn't it? It's fucking amazing. Gone for like what, 3 weeks, and this is my riveting content. Is to troubleshoot shit with you guys. Fan fucking tastic, isn't it? Jolly Rancher Ninja Turtle in the chat. How's it going? Okay, so what a couple of fucking weeks it's been. Where the fuck do I start here? So a few things have fucking happened. A lot of things really. But things that pertain to the interwebs, things that, like I have a very close friend that's going through health issues. It's kind of not great. But you don't know who he is. You don't fucking care. Yes, I do hate Thanksgiving. You're right, Ninja Master. Thanksgiving is bad. To paraphrase Dickens, if I could work my will, every fool that walks around with Happy Thanksgiving on his lips would be boiled in a pot of gravy and buried with a stake of wishbone through his heart. It's a dog shit holiday. It's garbage. It's garbage. Hey, you want to eat dog shit food that's terrible and then watch a gay ass parade and watch football that's even gayer? It's even gayer than a parade? All of that sounds fucking terrible. So yeah, Thanksgiving is dog shit. Halloween starts September 1st. Thanksgiving starts November 1st. Oh, man. Chat says you work with what you got. Yeah. So if anybody does want to send me a super chat, we will see it. We will see it, chat. We will make sure we see it. I will check periodically throughout this. We will see it. Maybe there's a way I can link Streamlabs up so the super chats. I don't know. We're going with StreamYard now when I stream because I can't deal with Streamlabs right now. I can't. I want to find the person that made Streamlabs and hunt them for sport, and that would be highly illegal. So I can't do that. Okay, so Common Filth died. Some of you may have seen my post. I was going to stream about it, but Streamlabs decided to to not honor the good memory of Common Filth. Common Filth died. I don't have. There's a little bit of dispute over the particulars of how he died, and I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to fucking think about it. But yeah, Common Filth passed. You may have seen I posted I was talking to some buddies of his. So I posted a clip he had posted in his Telegram about the first time he was on my show 10 fucking years ago now. Where does the time go? God, he really liked me. And I say that, I'm not trying to jerk myself off here when I say that. Because truthfully, I never understood why. Like people were sharing, and it's literally tear-jerking shit. People were sharing stuff on his Telegram about how much he really fucking adored me. And I always liked him, by the way. I mean, I always liked chatting with him. I loved his content. He was always a fucking fantastic guest, insightful and entertaining. I probably would have been very close friends with him if he was local to me. I liked the guy quite a bit. But I never understood why he liked me. I mean, Common Filth always railed against degeneracy and all this other stuff. And I mean, I'm not a family values guy. I'm a 42-year-old man-child that collects Ninja Turtle toys and reads fucking comic books all the time. You know, like I want to find a woman that'll step on me and I call her mommy. I'm hardly trad. I think I'm a huge wretched pervert when you get right down to it, but he didn't seem to think that. He thought I was a bit of a weirdo in that regard, but he didn't think I was, as he put it, not a reprobate. Can't talk. You'd think I'd be able to do that running a stream, but apparently not. You get what you get. God, I miss him, man. That sucked. But he made his peace with God. He's better off than I am right now. I believe that. And then, good God, not even a week later, Millennial Awards was on Twitter. I'm already blocked by him, but I saw it. Apparently, Anti-Dem has passed as well. And you know what kind of ate me up there a little bit? It's about 2-3 years ago, I got a hair up my ass where I just kind of, Anti-Dem and I had just fallen out of, we never had a falling out, but we just drifted apart. Just hanging out in different circles, but I always liked Anti-Dem. He was on the show quite a few times back in the day. He actually, I met in person. He came by my comic stand at that flea market and when he was traveling around, and we sat and had lunch at Outback. Good God, probably 10 fucking years ago. I don't even think I ever knew the guy's name. He told me it was John. Sounds fake, if I'm being honest. Maybe it is. I don't know. Or was. He also told me some other personal things that I won't tell. They're his secrets. Everyone's entitled to their secrets, but he had his issues. We all do. but I liked him a bit. About 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe, I got a hair up my ass. It was around Christmas time. I logged back on the Gab, and I was like, "Hey, man, haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing good. Merry Christmas, And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And it was like a few days later, he messaged me back talking about, "Oh man, I am having all these health problems and all," and it sounded like he needed someone to talk to. I say that because like I didn't know. I don't use Gab. I hadn't for a long time. I literally only logged back into it because it was the one place I knew he was active and I could message him. I just didn't go back on the Gab. And then when I heard the news, I was like, "Oh my God, is this real? Is Millennial Warts just full of shit?" Because he's a fucking retard. A crotch rot ridden retard. I was like, I'll message him, see if it's. I go on there and I see these messages that I had just not bothered to check for a few years. And like, fuck, man. I guess it's that only child in me and all, but I get very self-absorbed and I just don't pay attention. You don't check in on people like you should. You know what I mean? And that kind of bugged me. I'm generally against praying for the dead. That's a Catholic thing, and I don't think it's wise. In fact, the Bible specifically tells you not to try and contact the dead. But I did kind of find myself saying, "Sorry, man, I didn't. I hope you hear that. Sorry." Catches you might try to connect with people in real life from the interwebs. I mean, I do. I have in real life friends. This is not my fucking life by any stretch. But yeah, anti-dem passed, and Chet's saying anti-dem. No, anti is in against, and dem is in democracy because he was a fucking monarchist, far right goofball. I'm sorry, he was. I love the guy to death. He was a great guy, but him and I didn't see eye to eye on a lot of political things. But he respected me, and I respected him. So yeah, those two things, a bit of a kick in the pants. And then a couple days ago, less than a week ago, some of you may know I go on Liam Gray's channel to talk comics. I like Liam Gray. I've known him for about a fucking decade now. He's involved in the Comicsgate shit, even though I've told him it's probably a bad idea. He posts a fucking video. I think it was Saturday night. I see it when I'm at fucking work. I see the notification. I'm dicking around on my phone at work, but there's loud machines, so like I couldn't listen to a video if I wanted to. But it's like a notification. Oh, Liam Gray is fucking telling everybody he's going to kill himself. Like, oh, that's cool. That's great. That's just what I want to fucking hear. So that, and then he just went dark for like 3-4 days. I guess he got put in a fucking nut house, put in the old psych ward, the grippy socks fucking section in the hospital for a little bit. And that was pretty fucking fun. I'm sorry, like he's okay now, and I'm glad he's okay. I'm very thrilled that he's okay. And then once I knew he was okay, I switched to being fucking mad. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Liam gets trolled relentlessly online and talks shit about relentlessly, and most of it he doesn't fucking deserve. The vast majority of it doesn't deserve. Like 95 at least percent of it he doesn't fucking have coming to him. And he also, because he's got Kiwi farm threads and shit, people harass him in real life and fucking have doxed him and shit like that. And he always talks about like that's what's really driving him nuts, but he also overreacts to the criticism online. I've told him before, like, just stop looking at it, man. Stop. Like, it sucks. I know it sucks, but there's no, everything you do about it makes it worse. You're, but he doesn't listen. I don't know what to do with him. But I chewed him the fuck out. As soon as he was back, I was like, I couldn't hold on. Message him. I'm like, look, man, I am so glad you're okay. I am your friend. I'm still your friend. I am mad at you, but I don't hate you. There's a world of difference. But just know that, like, I didn't fucking deserve to be at work and get a notification that my friend is killing himself. Your other friend, Scotsman is his name. He didn't deserve to. I mean, he said this publicly, be at his 50th birthday party, wondering if his friend is still alive. Everybody that's defended you didn't deserve to be made fools of. To be made to look like fucking morons. And, your wife and kids and daughter didn't fucking deserve any of this shit. I don't want to tell you, man. It's like, yeah, I know that sucks. But like, you got to disengage with them. And it's like, he says like, well, yeah, but they don't stop. And it's like, yeah, they don't stop right away. But, you got to stop. You got to stop engaging with them. I don't know what else to tell you. Even now, as much of a fool as Liam has made of himself, and he has, I'm not going to mince words, he has. He's, like, I'm sorry, man. This is going to sound really harsh, and I don't entirely mean it this way, but don't say you're going to do it and don't do it. All right? Like, that never looks good. Okay? You look like an attention-seeking, in the worst way, fucking asswipe. All right? Don't say you're going to do it and not do it. And I'm not telling you to do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's almost worse. Almost. In a way it is, because you look like a shithead. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying he was faking it or anything. I'm not saying that. But a lot of people are saying that. And I don't know what to say in response to that. Well, I don't think he was, but I don't know. But when you pull shit like this, you fuck things up. I think he could easily recover. He could I think he could recover from this. I think he could recover in good graces of most everybody he was in the good graces of. People love a comeback story. He's going to have to put the work in for it, and he's going to have to disengage. He is going to have to stay the fuck offline, except to promote the fucking books he's putting out there and talk about comics and memes and shit. Like, he is going to just, people are going to have their opinions of you, Liam, and you're going to have to just let them and just put in the work to try and prove it wrong. There ain't nothing else you're going to be able to do here that is going to not make it worse. That would be my public advice. And I don't know what else to say in that regard. Katie in Comics says, I told him not to give the haters value and not speak their names again. Don't do it. Yeah, man. I understand that the in real life shit that happens to him is not cool. And I understand why you'd freak out about that and why that is a real danger and a hazard and crosses a line. But like, at the end of the day, it's like you have a lot of blessings and you have a lot of opportunities, and you can't just spend your days complaining that Soy Wars Girl or John Del Anus called you a mean thing on the internet. Like, you can't. Like, nobody cares. Like, it sucks, and they shouldn't do that, but nobody cares. You know, you have a little daughter and a wife and a big fucking estate. You know, you've said that you're independently wealthy. You've crowdfunded successfully a comic or two or whatever. It's like nobody wants you to have all that and then hear stories about how the world is ending because fucking Soy Wars girl called you a faggot. Like nobody wants to hear that. Christian says anti-dem and common filter both gone. Yeah, I know, man. Liked them both. I wanted to play a video when I was live, and we'll play it maybe next time. But Andrew Wilson over at the Whatever podcast got his shit pushed in. So if you don't know, over at the Whatever podcast, these try-hard faggots like Andrew Wilson, they bring on a lot of OnlyFans thoughts, and they just talk mad shit about them to their face, and berate them and shit like that. And then that's the show. That's for whatever reason, that's the show. And you might think, like, why do these girls even on the fucking go on there? And the reason is because when they do, they see a massive uptick in OnlyFans subscribers. So, like, all these people that, you know, all these losers that unironically watch your show, they just go and hate jerk it to these girls later. So, Andrew Wilson had this one lesbian OnlyFans girl on there. It's hilarious that it was a fucking lesbian, and she just goes in hard on him. She's like, you know, you sit here about, you know, oh, we're all going to be damaged goods and no one's going to want us, but your wife has fucking, you know, 4 kids to 3 different baby daddies or something like that. And he lost his shit because, again, all these red pill faggots, they're all married to fat whores or they're forever alone or whatever. Like, it, don't ever fucking listen to these people anymore. Andrew Wilson is a fucking cuck who can't open a pickle jar, all right? And his wife is a fat, blown out whore. And he is losing his shit because all of X is dunking on him. Ninja Master says Millennial Woes is saying that Anti-Dem died in February. I don't know, man. No, I hadn't seen the tweet in a while. Like I said, I'm blocked by Millennial Woes. I think I called him Millennial Warts one time or whatever because he is. God, Millennial Woes is such trash. I have zero fucking respect for him. Undertow used to talk all the time about how nice he was, and that was back when I was like more or less trying to get along with people on the right. And I just kind of like smiled and nodded, like, yeah, he's great. I always thought he was a fucking loser. Like, just art school dropout who's never had a job in his fucking life, lived off the dole, always looks like he smells bad, and he's going to tell us all how fucking society should be run and structured. And it's like, what the fuck do you know? Are you kidding me with this? The one cool thing about using StreamYards is it is much easier to bring people in. Like, you don't even have to have a StreamYards account, I don't think. You can just like basically pick a name and a fucking avatar and shit when you come in here. So that is kind of cool. I think I will try and bring some more guests on. Because Streamlabs was shit for bringing guests in. You basically had to be running a whole different thing. I'll check the tips real quick, see if we got any. Streamlabs.com/TheBeckloff. See if we got any super chats. Probably not. Nope. Nope. No super chats for me. That's fine. I just I don't want to make sure. I want to make sure I don't miss any. They're not going to pop up on stream like they used to. Maybe I can figure out a way to make that happen. I don't know. If I had YouTube ones, they'd pop up. But Kadian says there isn't an option to leave. No, you have to do Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com/thebacklove. I'm not monetized. YouTube won't monetize me. I'm too spicy. Too things are too spicy for the pepper over here. Streamlabs.com/thebacklove. You can send a super chat that way. You don't even have to, if you have PayPal, you don't even have to put your credit card in. But yeah, I don't have YouTube. Streamlabs.com/thebacklove. Maybe I can get monetized again, but to be honest, it's like when you have a channel this small and you don't stream that much, like YouTube sucks. A little bit of inside baseball, and I know people don't stream, don't give a fuck, but like YouTube sucks for super chats. Like the Ghost of Susan takes 30%, which is way more than the other ones. And you got to have more than $100 to cash out. And like at any time they can demonetize you and basically steal your money that's in there. It's bad, man. Whereas like Streamlabs, if you send me a Streamlabs tip, if you pay with credit card, there's a delay of a couple of days for me to get it. If you pay with PayPal, it's like instant. But the point is, I get it like right away, and it's way less of a percentage. It's like this sliding scale percentage. Like if you tipped $1, I think I'd get like 67 cents. But if you tipped like $20, I'd get like 18 and some change. Like the percentage goes down the higher the tip. Point is, you just get more money in general, and you get it right away. It's so much better. And I know nobody, like, I know a lot of people don't want to do it because it's like, oh, well, it's an extra click, and nobody wants to do the extra click. And I get that. But it's so much better for creators. In fact, I will put a link in here. And also, why not? I'll put a link to the PayPal. All right. Chat says I saw that Camelot had a 10K charged back in super chats. Yeah, that's the other thing. YouTube lets you really charge back a lot more. I don't know, man. I've never liked. I mean, YouTube's the platform to be on, obviously, but I've never liked their monetization system. It's if you're getting millions of views, yeah, I'm sure it's fine, but like other than that, it's bad. But I don't know. I don't want like too many creators get caught up in like that kind of inside baseball shit where they're like I don't want to be like the quartering where it's like, guys, I'm so poor, I had to sell one of my jets. Like I'm fine. Chet says you might get more traffic on Rumble if you did show prep. Well, I mean, maybe. And Rumble fucking sucks. See, I'm not like right wing enough for Rumble. Like, I'm pretty far right wing in some of my positions. I mean, like when it comes to the immigrants, I would just send back their heads. But like, I'm not MAGA boomer, like everything Trump does is great and I want to suck his dick. I'm not like a groiper because I'm straight. I'm like, I don't know, man. It just like I'm not pure Alex Jones like libertarian anymore. I don't know, man. Also, I don't do like a purely political show. I don't want to. Also, Rumble sucks when you're not watching something live. When you're watching a live stream, it's fine when it's live. But if you're watching a video or something after the fact, at least for me, Rumble nails me with obnoxious ads like every 2 fucking minutes. And it's always some like obviously scam ad done with an AI voice where it's like the big box companies don't want you to know that this is a really powerful telescope. And also send us your credit card information and your social security number, and we'll send you this box of Trump bobbleheads for free. It's just obvious scam shit. Chet says you're a middle-aged guy with good insights. Oh man, when did that happen? I thought I was young. I was young, Chet. I'm just a little kid. Just a little kid at heart. We're this middle-aged guy shit. Are you telling me that I'm too old now to be dating high school girls like Matthew McConaughey in that movie? Like, are you telling me, chat, that I need to move on up to the college age girls? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I don't know if I want to hear that. Sounds terrible. I love that joke where it's like guy turns 40 and he looks at his buddy. He goes, "Do you think it's okay for me to date college girls?" And he goes, "Still date college girls?" And he goes, "Not just yet. I'd stick to the high school girls for a few more years." And then when you're 45, 50, you can move on up. Why rush things? I'm just kidding, obviously. I'm not dating high school girls. Can you imagine trying to talk to one? Good God. Imagine how retarded. I fucking, let's be legal about it. 18-year-old girl is in the year of our Lord 2025. Can you imagine? Just skibbity toilet and 6'7" and like what? I'm sorry, but the less you remember pre 9/11 America, the less I have anything to talk to you about. I mean, I cannot imagine. Like what I hear from teenage boys on the internet, which by the way, the fact that I have to hear opinions from teenage boys on Twitter is a violation of my human rights. But like all the Nick Fuentes fans and shit, all the fucking weebs, and like what I got to hear from them is some of the most retarded shit in the world. I can't imagine the girls are any smarter. Christian says, anyone still watch ROTC? They blocked the second half of the show from YouTube. I'm sorry, I know YouTube sucks, but I think their full show is on YouTube now. I don't think they do anything on Rumble really much now. But like half their shit's paywalled now. I don't know, man. And I watched some of their paywall shit. Somebody got me a month of it last year for Christmas. Somebody got me a month of ROTC. Their Patreon. They weren't using Patreon, but one of those things. Locals, I think. And like their paywall shows fucking suck. At least to me. They're not to my taste. Let me put it that way. You know, like the second half of ROTC always gets into like park sloppers and whatever locale they have, which are never any interesting ones anymore. You know, it's no actual news or politics. I like their first half of their show because it's ripping on news and politics. Chat says, see Tucker had Fuentes on. Yeah, that was sad. Can we be real for a second? Like Nick Fuentes fucking sucks. And I hate Israel. Okay. I hate Israel. I push them into the sea. To hell with them. All right. I'm so sick of all my politicians sucking Israel's dick because they're being blackmailed about Epstein shit or whatever. I'm so done with it. I would, honest to God, if it were up to me, every politician, right or left, who put his fucking hand on that wall with the stupid little hat on is executed for treason. And while we're at it, shoot a couple of Hellfire missiles at that wall. Nobody's touching it again. All right, we're gonna tear down that wall. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Mr. Netanyahu, tear down that wall. And then we're gonna put a Buc-ee's there that sells fucking bacon cheeseburgers. Because fuck them. I've had enough of Israel, just so we're clear. Nick Fuentes is an evil little queer, though. Okay? I'm sorry, did we all forget all the... we want to talk about, like, Epstein shit? Did we all forget about all the Ali Alexander shit from a couple years ago? Nobody brought that to Tucker's fucking attention? Chat says Nick Fuentes is gaining power. Nick Fuentes, I'm of the mindset now that Nick Fuentes is he's funded by Mossad to make anti-Zionism look gay. The only reason it's not working is that Israel is that disgusting right now that virtually everyone except some Jews and some evangelicals are turning on them. By the way, 30% of Jewish Americans polled think Israel is committing war crimes. That's how bad their fucking PR is right now. So we don't need Mr. Dating Women is Gay, fucking boy molesting fruit out there making this all look bad. Like, he's just an evil little queer. And if you ever fell for his shit, you're a stupid fucking mark. Or you're just a homo yourself. Like, if the whole dating women is gay was ever appealing to you, you are gay. You are a gay man. Fuck Fuentes, man. So sick. I like it. Chat says, do love Tucker having a feud with Levin. Yeah, him shitting on Levin is great. I've known about Levin since the fucking W years. And Levin is fucking terrible. Fuck him. I'm so glad his shit is collapsing. I like Tucker for the most part. But the Fuentes thing, like, he literally said in the interview, he's like, I'm sorry I called you a weird little gay kid. And it's like, why? He's a weird little gay kid. He's disgusting. Because just on Twitter the other day, he's like, I don't eat meat. I think it tastes gross. And it just makes my stomach feel weird. And it's like, what a little fucking fruity test tube baby you are. How does anyone on the right take him seriously? How does any fucking teen boy take him seriously? How gay is Gen Alpha and Gen Z that they ever looked at Nick Fuentes and thought he was like a Chad? Like, in my day, guys like Nick Fuentes got the ever-loving shit beaten out of them. But just about everybody said the nerds beat the hell out of him. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like it's almost like Nick Fuentes is like a mirror of fucking Ben Shapiro in a way, because I never understood how anyone looked at Ben Shapiro and doesn't feel disgust on a visceral level. Like, never mind his even positions. Ben Shapiro could be saying shit I agree with, and I'm still like, fuck you. Like, he just exudes evil in a very obvious cartoonish way. Disclaiming. Why don't you tell us what you really think of Israel and Fuentes? I think both should be destroyed. I think both shouldn't be. I am so sick, too, of evangelical cucks wanting to tell me, oh, you don't support Israel? Well, you must have replacement theology. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't even know what you mean by that anymore. But, like, I don't think that I, as a Christian, owe undying allegiance and subservience to a nation that won't even draw a plus sign in math class because it looks too much like a cross. They hate Jesus Christ that much. That's true, by the way. Look it the fuck up. It's funny. Right before he went on fucking Nuthouse vacation, I actually red-pilled Liam on that. I was like, he was like, why do you hate that Bosch guy, that guy that does the Pigman comic? I'm like, because he's a fucking Israel dick suck. He goes, what's wrong with Israel? And I'm like, how much time you got? But yeah, look up Israeli plus sign. Okay, I don't know. It just seems absurd that I, as a Christian, owe undying allegiance um, to people that do that. Well, it says in the New Testament, I will bless those that bless you. It's like, first of all, he was saying that to what? Like Isaac? Something like that? The descendants of Abraham, that kind of thing. So that's a whole other topic. But I don't know if you knew this. He said this in the Old Testament. Now, again, I'm no theologian, no expert on it. I'm not. We could get Pastor Tom in here. Maybe he could know. He would probably know more about this shit. He went to school for it after all. But like, you may remember if you've read the New Testament, there was this little 3-day weekend that happened. Right, it was a bit of a paradigm shift. So we're actually in a new covenant. All right. Chad says they make upside down cross or something from that. No, it's like, okay, so like imagine the plus sign is like 4 nubs, right? Break off the bottom nub and you have the Israeli plus sign. It's almost like an upside down T, upside down uppercase T. Yeah, and they do that because they hate Jesus Christ that much. This is an old Norm Macdonald joke. It's like they say that the Jewish homeland is Israel, but I've been reading the Bible, and it turns out their homeland is hell for denying our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's the other thing. Oh, they're God's chosen people. No, they're not. What are you talking about? New fucking covenant, asshole. The people that have accepted Jesus Christ are God's people. Period. And they happen to be of all nations, tribes, tongues, and races, but those are God's people. God may or may not have some particular plan in mind for Israel in the fucking end times. Okay, fine, whatever. In no way does that mean that I'm required to pledge undying allegiance to the foreign nation that Jeffrey Epstein worked for. God didn't say give unlimited fucking missiles to fucking Benjamin Netanyahu. He never fucking said that. I'm sorry to tell you. You know, I shit on the Catholics for making up a lot of extra biblical nonsense. Like, oh, Mary was sinless, and here's purgatory, and you have to give, and you're not allowed to read the Bible. A fucking pedophile in a big hat has to read it to you. But that's nothing compared to a lot of the extra biblical shit evangelicals come up with. We're not allowed to watch R-rated movies or gamble. And also, you have to help Benjamin Netanyahu murder Gaza children. Like, why do I have to do that? Why would I do that? Why would I help Benjamin Netanyahu bomb ancient churches? Why would I, as a Christian, do that? Why would I have any obligation to do it? I arguably have an obligation to stop him if I have any obligation to get involved. And that's a big if. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Israel. I'm not a fan of them. And by the way, that's been me since way before it was cool. When I first got into politics in like 1998-ish, right? Because I remember like Bill Clinton's like whole dick suck thing was going on at the time. But at first I thought like I must be a Republican because I'm small government. And then I actually looked into Republicans. I'm like, well, they're not though. And I kind of realized I was a libertarian. But eventually I came to realize, but I also believe nations have borders. I don't know. So I don't know. Even back then I'm like, wait, so we're giving all this money to Israel? Like, if we have to pick a side over there, why don't we side with the ragheads? They have oil. What are we doing? And even then in like the late 90s, I'm like, this is going to like, I'm reading all these like people talking about how this kind of cause blowback. And then 9/11 happened. Like, oh, it was fucking shocking. Christian says, I love Netanyahu and Zelensky are basically Jewish dictators, yet we have to support them because democracy. Yeah, the Israelis don't even like Netanyahu. He just keeps starting wars so he doesn't have to have an election that he'll lose. Like, Netanyahu is to Israel what like what like the Daily Show acted like Bush was gonna be like Netanyahu is to Israel like he does exactly what Hollywood liberals thought Bush was gonna do, but Bush didn't never had the balls to do. He's been in power for 30 years. Yeah, no shit, man. Like, yeah, it was like I've never. He might as well be king of Israel because it's fucking. Just my whole fucking life, it's been this one guy just showing up at my country, demanding money, and then we send more 18-year-old kids to die. Enough. Like, fuck off, man. You need to embrace the King of Cups, Chris. What's it? I don't know if I get that reference. The King of Cups. Christian says he's been in power longer than most kings. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I would think most kings by now would have fucking, stepped aside, let their son do something or whatever. Chet says it's Terra Mumble Jumbo. Oh, what is that? Is that from Davis? I'm not trying to like dig up things. I don't have a fucking problem with Davis, especially like right now at this point. Like whatever, man. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving. I guess he's a Leaf, but whatever. Who cares? But like he did get his channel back recently, and he's just doing like astrology shit. Like, what are you doing, man? I watched like 5 minutes of his live stream, and it sounds like something you have to like smile and nod as a girl's like going on about when you're trying to get in her fucking pants. Like, yeah, babe, the planets. I get you. The planet energies are really. It's great, babe. You should take those titties out to fucking shield me from the planet energy. Press some titties up against me. Sit on my face, babe. It'll protect me from the planet energies. Venus is in Mercury and Gatorade, so I have to fuck you, babe. Brendan says, yes, I'm just messing around. Yes, it's from him, but I'm glad he's back on YouTube. Hoping he'll want to bury the hatchet too. I don't think. I'm pretty sure he wants to bury the hatchet in my fucking skull. I don't think. Look, man, I don't have a beef with him. I make a joke here because I don't know what you're doing, Davis. I don't know. Maybe you're too big brain and I don't understand it. But I don't get what you're doing with the astrology shit. But like, I don't have a problem with him. I don't. I really don't. Like, dude. Like Common Filth just died. You know what I mean? Like Anti-Dem just died. Like I got a very close friend that's got health problems, and I'm wondering if he's gonna make it to 50, and he's my age, So it's like, I got internet friends threatening to fucking kill themselves because Soy Wars girls hurt their feelings. Like, I don't who has fucking time for feud or grudge? Like that's what? Who cares? But no, I don't think he wants to bury. Like I said, if he wants to bury the hatchet, he wants to do it right in my fucking skull. He is still mad, from what I can gather. But that's his problem. Meet Merp, who I think I know who that is saying mashed taters and gravy. Also, I don't like gravy, man. Gravy, I don't understand the appeal of gravy, and I never have. It's like, hey, you want some mashed potatoes? Fuck yeah, that's good. It's one of the few. It's not even really a Thanksgiving food. It's just an all-around food. But it's like, hell yeah, mashed potatoes, some garlic butter, especially when they leave the bits of the skin on. That's fire. Hey, you want to pour some sludge all over it? You want to pour some fucking sludge? It comes in two flavors, brown and gray. And it looks like the generic pollution from a Captain Planet cartoon. Want to pour that all over your? Nah, no, I'm good, thanks. We need a Davis been up to segment. I don't want to do Davis been up. No, we're not. We're not making this shit on Davis show again. I'll make some jokes. It's fine, whatever. But like, I'm not. We're not doing that again, chat. Like, I mean, unless he goes completely insane. Like, never say never. You know what I mean? But like, he might tomorrow do something that's so insane I have to call off work and stream about it. Because there's no way I could focus on anything else. He might. I don't think he will. I think he's probably just going to be going on about weird astrology shit or whatever. I don't know. Maybe he'll be Wiccan next. But whatever. What about pussy gravy? It tastes hella good, my N-word, Chris. It does not. Gravy is not. No, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling most types of gravy. Let me put it that way. I'm sure there are some good ones, but most of the country kitchen slop gravy that exists in the fucking world is just that. True Amish Thanksgiving. Well, I guess for the sake of tradition, we will once again tell the story of my best Thanksgiving I've ever had. And I want to say this was around 2003, 4, or 5-ish. I was a young man out of high school, but a young man. Might even have been 2002-ish. I think it was probably like closer to 03 or 04. I think it was like 2021. But anyways, my girlfriend and I at the time decided that we didn't want to deal with family shit. So we used each other as a cover story. I told my parents, I can't go to Thanksgiving. I'm going with my girlfriend to her parents' house. And, it's a big deal. I'm going to have to put on a collared shirt. It's going to be, and you know, and she's given the same spiel. I got to go to Chris's house for Thanksgiving. But what we really did was Wednesday night, we rented a bunch of movies from Blockbuster. I know some of you kids are like, what is that? Well, it was a better time is what it was. And I think we like stocked up on some fucking junk food and shit. Like just chips and sodas and just garbage, just fucking garbage, right? Chips, dips, and just, man. And like all day. I think we even went to fucking Burger King that day. I think we went to Burger King, got a bunch of chicken tenders and shit too. I think it was open. But like all day, we were just hiding from the world, watching movies, and just fucking like rabbits on speed all day. All fucking day, man. And that was the best Thanksgiving I've ever had by a wide margin. It was so good. Like, why can't every Thanksgiving be like that? Just no fucking football. Okay. No hearing your liberal shithead cousin argue with one of your racist conservative uncles and they both sound like retards. None of that. No country kitchen slop food. None of that. Like no gay fucking parade. Best Thanksgiving ever. Chat says, what's Ralph up to? He's fighting with Mersh of all people, which was like his last guy that he got along with. Chat says, who's the guy that ran the Sigma Supreme channel? Haven't heard from him in a while. He's not dead too. I know Argent ran that. And that just stopped because we ran out of shit to do. It says, those were the red-headed days. Brennan Lasario says, I would prefer if we celebrate Thanksgiving with steak. You know, shit, why can't we have good food with Thanksgiving, man? Why is it going to be all this shit that, like, everybody just suddenly pretends they like? And I don't even mean, like, mashed potatoes. Everybody likes mashed potatoes. People have mashed potatoes all the fucking time. But nobody's eating, like, turkey in May. Nobody fucking actually likes it. It's just this weird tradition. So it's like, what if we just did like tacos and nachos and shit? Or like we did steaks or burgers, just like good burgers, get a big fucking meaty fucking third half pounder burger, you know, good toasted bun, dicing up veggies and shit for it, onions and tomatoes and shit for it, just all the fixings for people to put on. Fuck yeah, man. But no, it's got to be all this country kitchen slop. Tendies and lube. that was my Thanksgiving in like 03 or 04. You need lube back then. Let me tell you. When you got a mentally ill redhead who's always DTF. few licks and it's ready to go. Let's see. Chat says, did Davis settle down or anything? I've seen his recent stuff. Like I said, he's going on about astrology of all fucking things last I saw. I don't know, man. He's done a couple videos since then, like live streams. I don't know what he's going on about. I haven't really paid attention. I assume if it's like really insane enough, people would just bring it to me. Like, holy shit, you got to see this. But like, other than that, I just remember what he did is like, I'm back video. And like, there were people in the chat or the comments that were like, well, hopefully Beckloff doesn't nuke your channel. And it's like, I showed my report history back then. Like, what more do you fucking people want? I didn't know anything to do with it. Chat says, did she massage your prostate and call you a fag? Did that do it for you? No, she did not do those things. I don't understand. I've never understood like the strap-on shit with like at BDSM circles. Like, I like a dominant woman. I like mommy to take control and all, but like, I'm a dude. I'm a straight dude. I like to fuck. Like, I like to eat pussy. And that's like, I don't want anything up my ass. I don't understand the point of that. To be honest, I don't think that many like dom chicks are into that either, to be honest with you. I know like online they pretend to be because I think that's what the fucking dudes that they're trying to get money off of like, but I don't think that many of them actually fucking like that shit. I've had a couple like, I mean, I know I talk about it like Merch talks about fucking working at a strip club, but like I dated two different chicks who were basically professional dominatrixes before they dated me, and they were like, it's nice to have a fucking, guy that likes to fuck, but is also into this. Brennan says some chicks I've been into will sneak a finger up there out of left field. I mean, yeah, it's not for me, man. I don't know. Chat says, was that the girl who smoked weed and you guys bought lime infinite chicken fries? Well, I mean, she did smoke weed, not that much, but I never smoked with her. I've never done drugs at all, to be honest. And years after I was involved with her, knew her for the last time, she developed a bit of a taste for the booger sugar, and that's let's just say Liam isn't the first redhead I've known who self-destructed. But anyways, yeah, we did that one. That might have been that Thanksgiving. No, it was Super Bowl. We did that. We went and got like 100 chicken fries from Burger King because we hadn't eaten. It wasn't that we smoked weed. We just hadn't eaten in like a fucking day and a half, basically. Like the pair of us had worked like 12-hour shifts at this thing. I mean, we'd like had like a bag of chips or like a soda or something, but not had like an actual meal in like a day and a half. We were both starving. We still didn't finish them. Oh my God, that was too many fucking chicken fries. Christian says, watch out with the taco for Thanksgiving talk. Christy Nome and Tom Holman might join you at the table. What is it? Christy Nome's going to shoot my dog, I guess, because I had tacos for Thanksgiving. But see, I like American tacos. Everybody's like, oh, what about the authentic Mexican street taco? And it's like, where's the cheese? Why is there no cheese on this? There's no sour cream? There's no cheese? What am I having Mexican food without cheese for? What is this shit? Like, what is this insulting shit? I know Mexico's run by a Jewish lady now. Are they all Jewish down there and they're not allowed cheese with their fucking meat? Is that what it is? Buddy Smith says, because people like Thanksgiving food, I guess. I guess, man. I don't know that they do. I think they all pretend to. I don't think you actually all like that slop. I think it's tradition. My tradition. I don't know, man. Maybe if I was like picking the menu and the guest list, I'd be a little bit more down with Thanksgiving. But for now, it's just it's basically always been this social, like Halloween and Christmas are the two best holidays by far, bar none. Like they're in no other holiday even touches it, not even in the same league. And Halloween's only like half as cool as Christmas, but still, they're untouchable. And it's like wedged directly between these two holidays. It's just this social obligation. Chat says Tex-Mex kicks the shit out of authentic Mexican food. They use all parts of the cow gross. Plus, like Mexican food always got that refried bean paste in it, which is just disgusting. I honestly, as a kid, thought I hated Mexican food because every time it was like somebody would be like, here's Taco Bell, and it's got that refried bean shit in it. And I was like, that stuff is gross. That says American tacos. So Taco Bell. Like, yeah. Taco Bell rules, though. You know what's better, though, is Moe's. Moe's Southwest Grill. Fucking Moe's Southwest Grill. Chat says, is a hard shell Tex-Mex. I don't know. I don't see many authentic Mexican ones do. Here's what I like to do, though. This is the best way to make a taco, bar none. I might educate you all on this. You go with a soft and a hard shell. Nobody thinks to do this for some reason, except like probably potheads come up with it on their own. But like other than that, nobody thinks to do this. And the reason you want to do that is because hard shells are great. The crunch and they taste so good. But it's like as soon as you bite a hard shell taco, it just breaks into 1,000 pieces like Thanos snapped it out of existence. And now you basically got a plate of nachos on your hand. So you want the soft shell, and that's going to give you the structural integrity. So what you want to do, you get a soft shell. A little bit of sour cream on there, a little bit of hot sauce. I have a really great fucking pineapple or peach serrano hot sauces that I like to use. Then you put your hard shell on there. Then you're going to want to put your cheese on the bottom because then the meat is going to melt the cheese some. You put a little bit of cheese on top, but that's more for aesthetics than anything else. But the cheese on the bottom going to get melted onto the fucking meat. Then you maybe a little bit of cheese. Then you put your fucking I like to get a little thing of like diced tomatoes, onions, red onions, top quality shelf. None of that white onion shit. And jalapenos and habaneros. Put that on there. That's the best fucking taco. Also, now a lot of times I'll go ground beef, obviously, simple, easy. But I'll do up chicken sometimes. I will cook the chicken in chili oil, which is just absorbed into the fucking chicken, just into its essence. Oh, that's so good. Christian says it's hard to find a Moe's in this area. That's a shame, man. There's a couple in my area. They're not too far. About 30, 35 minutes for me. That sounds like a lot, but everything's about 30, 35 minutes for me. Jolly Ranch says, you're describing an item Taco Bell had on their menu called the Double Decker. Probably. I know they have the Crunchwrap Supreme, which is sort of like a big flat round version of that. It's like a fucking Frisbee of Taco Bell food. God, I kind of want Taco Bell now. I'm on a mad late schedule. I know it's like 1:22 in the AM right now. That is nothing to me. I am on a fucking schedule of like, I am falling asleep at like 6 now. I've always been on a late schedule where I was like, because working second shift where I'd fall asleep like 3 or 4. It's so much worse now because I don't get done work generally till 3 a.m. when I'm working. So I'm not home till 3:30. Walk the dog, get a shower. It's like 4 then. And I can't just go right to bed. So it's usually not like 5 until I'm able to like be wound down enough I can even get into bed. I'm not falling asleep till 6 a lot of days now. Brendan Losario says, "Did you find a new job as the pocket pussy factory iron?" Well, he doxed me just now. That's where I'm working. We make pocket pussies. Putting out a new Melody Mac one. That would be more dignified than her having to sit on the quartering show, listen to stories about him shitting himself. Chat, they have kosher fentanyl in Mexico. I'm sure. I love that there's just a Jew is just in charge of Mexico because the cartels killed everyone else that is running it. You know, chat, real talk for a minute here. I am one of the most non-interventionist people you'll ever meet. I was against the Iraq war from minute one, and nobody else was. It was libertarians like me and a couple of liberals that had the balls to say something, and that was it. I wasn't even really on board with the Afghanistan war. I was reluctantly like, I guess maybe, but we should be in and out, which of course we weren't. I'm super non-interventionist against our fucking all the shit we do. About almost all of it, man. I wouldn't have gotten involved in World War I or II. If it had been up to me, we wouldn't have fought any fucking war other than the Revolutionary War in this fucking country. Not even the Civil War. Let the fucking South go. Bunch of savages down there. Best of luck to you. You'll come crawling back. But no, I am so non-interventionist. So you need to understand that I am like totally Ron Paul in my fucking foreign policy when it comes to interventionism. You need to understand that you could very easily talk me into a war with Mexico. I would be A-okay with beating the fucking brakes off Mexico. It just executing every fucking elected official down there, all the cartels that run it, and putting somebody else in charge and tell them, don't make us come down here again. You could damn near talk me into the same thing with Canada. Because those are our neighbors, man. Like, we got to deal with that shit. Christian says, I've been working 2 a.m. to 1 a.m. some nights, not getting home until 3 a.m. so I can relate. Yeah, man. But I've always been a night owl. I always have been. I tried doing day shift for like 5 years. And at what was a pretty good job. And it wasn't even an early day shift. It was just 9 to 5:30. You know, I didn't have to get up till 8 a.m. Still could never fucking handle it. It just, all it did was give me fucking circles under my eyes. I can't. I feel like naturally, if I never had to work, I would be probably going to sleep around 2 or 3, getting up around 11-ish. But I'm a night owl, man, naturally. Well, I think the StreamYards things worked out pretty good. I think this is what we're going to be doing from now on. I don't really have a choice. So I will check one last time, make sure I didn't miss any fucking super chats. I don't want to leave anybody hanging. It doesn't look like it did. Oh my gosh, such a loser. Not even getting super chats. Terrible, man. Fucking terrible. Shameful. Folks, if you do enjoy the content I put out and you would like to support the show, streamlabs.com/thebecklaw, paypal.me/thebecklaw, And I'll leave a link to the Amazon wishlist down below if you would like to buy me some dumb shit that I like. Chat says stream more. It's boring out there. I might stream again Friday. I'm going to be trying to play with some settings, see what I can do on here, see if I can't get intro music back, that kind of thing. I mean, Liam used fucking StreamYard and he had all that shit. So, I mean, it's obviously doable. It's just a question of whether my retarded ass can do it. I don't know. Y'all like the new avatar here? I don't know. I would always, I have a little folder of avatars because I'd always switch them up when I went on Liam's show. But that's about it for tonight, folks, because all this talk, I'm fucking hungry. I think I'm going to sneak over to Sheets. But that's about it for tonight, folks. I want to thank you all for listening. Beckloff out.